So, if I'm totally honest, I had never really heard about or considered the concept of homemaking before I had children. When I became pregnant with my first child, I was working as a passionate history teacher. I loved my job and still do love teaching. I will probably go back into the field in the future. However, everything changed when my son was born, and I just knew that I wanted to embrace this chapter of my life on a different level. I went back to work when my son was 7 months, just for a few months, in order to hand in my notice. This was back in 2022. I then had my second child in 2023. During the past few years, I have gone with the flow of my desires, and that is what has brought me to where I am today. I am genuinely a passionate, joyful mother and homemaker. I want to share my journey to contribute to normalising the concept of being home with your children, to share the joys of homemaking, mothering, but not just the joys, but the reality of it. I want to contribute to the space that demonstrates that being a stay-at-home mom is a job. Actually, it's more than a job. I feel like being a mother and keeping the home is such a sacred role and encompasses so much. I plan to share a weekly insight into our life and just some snippets into what we get up to with homemaking, homesteading, home educating, and more. Over the past few years, I have watched various homemaking channels on here, which I have loved. A lot of them have been Christian homemakers, which have been so inspiring. Another motivation for me is to contribute my slightly diverse way of homemaking. We have influences from both my British Punjabi Sikh background and also my husband's Turkish Muslim background. Not only that, my husband and I spent time in and met in China, which has honestly given us both a broader cultural perspective. We appreciate and love languages in our multilingual household, and I would love to share a little more about what that entails. I suppose I would love to inspire others in the same way I have been so inspired by others on YouTube. I remember during my first pregnancy watching so many videos about sleep training, home birthing, hypnobirthing, and just so many different concepts that I was so unfamiliar about. Whilst I didn't have the courage to home birth with my first child, I did joyfully with my second, and I would love to with any future children too, if God wills. Social media has always been such an educational and inspiring platform for me in many ways, and I only hope I could even slightly be able to do something similar. To give you a bit more of a background of my family and I, we live in Birmingham, which is the second biggest city in England. We live in a vibrant suburb close to the city centre, but also near to lots of parks and nature. I love our home and I'm on a journey to making it cosy and comfortable for us as a family. We also spend a lot of time in our garden where we plant vegetables and plants and flowers. We're also currently building a hen house. Our neighbour has chickens already. The outdoors is as important as the indoors for us, so I do also enjoy and love sharing a regular garden vlog. To wrap up, we are a family of faith who embrace all diversities and all walks of life. We want to bring our children up to never judge others, to love everyone, to help in the community, to know and love nature, to be close to God, to be grateful, to be curious, to make a positive difference or change in the world. If any of this resonates, please do follow along with our journey. My children are currently 1 and 3 years old, 22 months apart. We also have 2 beautiful cats and many, many more in the gardens. I love cooking various foods from scratch and using the nature around me as much as possible. I have mastered making my own yogurt, pickles and cordial, but I would really love to learn how to make my own condiments and bread if I can. Honestly, this channel is just a channel of growth, learning, inspiration, homeliness, gardening, mothering, and lots of love.